St. John Bosco, pray for us.
When I arrived into the front entrance of the church, there was smoke coming out of the front doors, and the priest, Father Patrick O'Doherty, was standing outside with a worried face, and there was firefighters coming in and out. Well, upon questioning some friends that were there, I found out that a man had driven his white minivan into the front doors of the church, breaking both doors, then pouring about 10 gallons of gasoline with about 5 to 6 people inside the church. One elderly woman was in the vestibule where he crashed into and approached him and tried to stop him, but he continued to pour the gasoline and also started spraying some gasoline in her direction as well when she approached him. As he exited the church, the priest confronted him, got within 10 feet of the man, and the man ignored both the elderly woman and the priest, got back in his car, threw a flaming object towards the pools of gasoline, which ignited, and then drove away. The fire raged for about half an hour, and the firefighters arrived within 5 minutes, and the police officers were able to capture the fellow within 30 minutes. Upon entering the church, though, the fire caused a lot more damage than I thought it would have. There was plaster hanging down from the ceiling. Paintings were just gone. They just melted. Many of the light fixtures on the ceiling, the glass had melted right off, so it looked like icicles.
The relics, I think, are okay. St. Therese relics.
Where the relics were was the epicenter of where the hottest part of the fire was. I looked at the relics, I thought, there's no way they survived this. I mean, there's melted glass here, there's ashes everywhere. So the first picture frame I approached, as soon as I touched it, the glass was so brittle that it broke away and fell straight to the ground. When the glass fell, I came face to face with St. Elizabeth of the Trinity, a paper holy card of her and the first class relic in the middle. Everything was untouched, except for the outside of it. The other men also followed and grabbed the 6 picture frames full of relics, and the same thing occurred. The glass was brittle, fell to the ground, and the relics were practically untouched, all 6 of the frames. 5 feet away, a little bit further from the epicenter of the fire, were identical picture frames with just paintings inside. And the fire was so intense that it melted right through those picture frames, and all that was left was just the frame, charred, and the glass was melted to the ground.
So that was untouched in the middle of all the ashes?
Yeah. It's one of the documents for the relics. Everything that had relics in it is fine. Close by to where the relics were found, there was a pile of ashes. Right on top of this pile was a certificate of authenticity of St. Elizabeth of the Trinity. It was amazing to see because the certificate must have fallen out of one of the reliquaries during the fire and fallen upon this pile of ashes, and it was completely unscorched, not even touched. It was perfect. Also, one thing to note, it was only the vestibule that was completely burnt out, but the main church was untouched. In the last 2 weeks, we've been seeing multiple attacks on Catholic churches and Catholic monuments, such as the statue of St. Louis in Missouri, and also several statues of Our Lady that have been desecrated. We always have to remember that during times of chaos such as this, we have to practice the virtues of calm, courage, and confidence. And we have to continuously pray for America's return to order and for America's conversion.